Papa Fooey. Not Baba Booey.
Hey, wait a second. Wolfie?
Yes. Oh, cigar, thank you.
It's a choke cigar.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll give you a to you because I know you'll eat it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, people just hand his cigars right back to him.
You already ate 5 of them.
There he is, the father of Jackson Booty.
Jackson Stephen.
I got to ask you, how did you come up with the name Jackson? I know it's Mary. I know you.
No. We came up with it together. I'll tell you exactly how we came up with it. We have some friends.
Very nice.
We were with like a year and a half ago, and her sister had a kid named Jackson. We both heard the name and just immediately liked it.
I see.
We just thought it was a cool name.
Because Jackson don't go with Delabate, no offense.
There's a lot of things that don't go with Delabate.
Yeah.
Well, we figured out what did.
Anthony.
What?
Anthony.
Well, yeah, but
Anthony Delabate or like
Vito.
But even Stephen, like the middle name is cool. Stephen Delabate or
Gary Delabate, something regular.
Michael Delabate.
Even Stephen Jackson.
Stephen Jackson Delabate.
You should have seen the problems we were having with girls' names, boy.
Yeah, what goes with Delabate?
Somebody said, why don't you name the kid, if it's a girl, Gabriella?
Oh, dear.
And I'm like, yeah, that's a girl with one eyebrow.
Paulie Delabate is cool.
Those are all Italian names.
Yeah, well,
Vinny, Paulie.
Vinny.
I'm trying to.
You trying to not be Italian?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Okay.
Well, why didn't you change Delabate?
Nice.
What? That's what we sort of considered. If you're trying not to be Italian.
Fredo Delabate. Fredo. Well, anyway, Gary now a father. Oh, you got it out of your system now, or are you like still into
Are you still needing to stare at your baby?
Of course. I mean, how could you not?
He was homoing out on me on the phone the other night.
Now, wait a second. Do you know that Allison called last night?
Yes, I know.
And Allison told
I didn't know, actually. She told me afterwards.
And Allison told me, she says, isn't it wonderful? And I said, yeah, you just can't stop staring at him. She goes, when Emily was born, for the first 3 months, Howard and I didn't even watch television.
Yeah.
All we did was stare at the baby for 3 months.
Yeah, but that's a stern. You're staring at a Delabate. It's a little different. It's a big difference. That's royalty.
You know, I have a bunch of pictures of the baby.
Yeah, I've got a bunch too, and I'll bring them in.
No, actually, because I called Gary and he goes, Bulls, I'm not pressing my luck.
That was funny.
But could I have another day off?
Did you tear yourself away today?
No, you know what happened was we ended up staying in the hospital an extra day.
Oh.
And I thought, I just needed an extra day to get things in order. It wasn't like I was thinking I have another day to stare at my baby. I didn't say that.
No, I said, so is it everything you expected? The guy goes, Wolf.
Come on, you must have written it down.
No, I got it memorized. He goes, Wolf.
It went right in.
Yeah, it went right in there. Some things I do remember. He goes, Wolf, I got to tell you something. All I do is all I could do all day is stare at the baby, and I do.
I try not to drool on him when I do it, because I get that hangdog staring look.
He'll be a good father, because he'll have lots of free time and stuff to run around with.
Right, he'll be able to spend time and do projects.
Little league.
It won't help with homework. But
No. Mary will have to do that. Help with the homework. I can only take you through kindergarten. After that, you're on your own.
Building blocks, that was my specialty.
I was in BOCES. I don't know that I could... So was the delivery rough? Oh, actually, I heard it was easy because she basically, by the time you got her to the hospital... It
was easy, but very painful for her.
Yeah, it is for all the
Well,
drugs.
it is painful.
But I mean, it was really painful, like I said, because she had no drugs and stuff because it was just too late.
Yeah.
The doctor said, you want to try to do this natural? And she's like, no. And the doctor said, come on, you can do it. You're almost there.
Well, it's like a bowling ball passing through your legs. And with my wife, my wife hardly had anything passing through her legs because of my...
She had never been opened up.
Yeah, I mean, at least Gary has a decent girth to get his wife prepared for childbirth.
Your kid was blazing a trail.
Yeah.
But that's what, that's all I kept thinking about when you talk about, like, having sex is when you look in the book, it says, don't forget, the first child will hurt because the first child is paving the way for others. And I'm like, what a thought.
Yeah.
Pioneering a trail.
Blazing that trail.
It's like going west.
Yeah.
It's like a big bulldozer.
Oh, childbirth is so gross. Guys should not be in there. I know it. They should not be in there.
You've been in there for all guys like you shouldn't be.
You've been in there for all three, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's a veteran.
And you never forget the image. I know what you're saying. Hey, I'll forget it with time. You don't.
You know how he talks about the horrors of Vietnam? These are the real horrors.
I just keep thinking about
You haven't been through hell until you watch that.
I just keep thinking about that bit that we used to do at Club Benet.
Yeah. That wasn't far off.
You wrote that in about 2 minutes.
That's right. After the experience of childbirth.
That was no writing.
That was no writing. That was inspirational. Oh, man.
And I've already changed many diapers.
Yeah. Look at the kid's head and remember now your wiener has to do the same job. You know what I mean? How can you compare to that?
What an act of love.
Yeah. Yesterday I read that letter that you wrote to Adelphi.
I heard about that.
Oof. Oofa. You're really screwing up lately.
You?
But you just had a baby, so I'll mellow out today.
Yeah.
It's a really dumb letter.
In what
It shows me you have way too much free time with your stupid computer at home. You have absolutely no use for it. I'll tell you exactly, even though you won't be able to admit this, I'll tell you exactly what happened when you wrote that letter to Adelphi.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting at home playing the Prince of Persia for the 900th time on that computer, and sometimes you really get in the mood to do something, and you call Prodigy and all that kind of stuff, but you really have nothing to do with it, because Mary basically uses the computer for work. So you're sitting there and you're reading the Adelphi newsletter all the time, and you say, hey, I know, I'll write a letter on my computer.
I got a fax.
I got a fax. So, and you also have that little fax program so you can just write something and then press the button and fax it, and you were so excited that you now had a task to do on your computer. Of course, I could have thought of a million tasks for you to do on your computer, but that's not what you were interested in doing. You were interested
He
in
didn't
running.
fax you and say, Buff, I'm free.
Yeah, I'm free. Here's some free time. I'd like to work on my computer.
9 o'clock at night.
Well, let me tell you something. You have way too much free time. You should be exhausted when you get home. You should be way too tired to write letters to Adelphi. And I can envision how many drafts that letter went through. That was not just one letter.
It was one letter.
Oh, no. Then you went back with your spell check and you tightened it up.
Of course you go with spell check.
There you go. How long did it take you?
It took
be honest.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It took me about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Why would you?
It took him 2 hours. Minimum.
No way.
Yep. And then he was so excited.
First of all, you're off base.
All I have to do is fax. Press this button.
Didn't happen that way either.
All right. Well, how did it happen?
First of all, I'm in touch with the people at Adelphi, so the woman who runs the newsletter had asked me several times to write a letter, and I'd never gotten around to it. Then, of course, when I had the computer, I figured I'd give it a try. I didn't fax it out on the computer because at the time I didn't have the fax modem.
Oh.
And it took me 15 minutes to do it. Of course you spell check it because if you're putting something out...
So was it exciting to have like a purpose for the computer? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun to type and everything? Using that one finger technique?
Hunt and peck.
And it took him 15 minutes?
Yeah, 15 minutes to type that letter
Give me
with
a
one
break.
finger. It didn't take him no 15 minutes. He was so excited. Mary, how do I check the margin on the... I could just picture the whole scene.
How do you get into the word?
Would you rather skip over this subject and go right to the new enemy of the Howard Stern Show, Paula Poundstone?
No, not yet. I'll get to her later, if she is in fact an enemy.
She is.
All right, what is it? Who cares? She's nothing.
Time.
Why don't you wait for Billy to come in? He does a great Paula Poundstone.
Okay. Anyway, here's the letter Baba Booey writes to Adelphi. I've been reading Audience, that's the name of the Adelphi magazine. I've been reading Audience faithfully ever since I graduated in 1983. I find it to be a great help in keeping up with my former classmates. I have been the producer of the Howard Stern Show for close to 10 years. I have never been sure if this is a great source of pride or embarrassment to the communications department.
Now, let me explain that line. Let me explain.
Why do you use my name in your letter? Why?
Because that's what I do.
Yeah, well, don't write whether you're not sure. If you had something that truly embarrassed you, you wouldn't be writing about it.
I'm not embarrassed about it.
Oh, you're not sure if it embarrasses them. Adelphi University, you don't know. They should be embarrassed to call themselves a university and have you as a graduate.
No, you don't understand. They get really uptight about this sort of stuff. I know it's not a source of embarrassment to me at all. I'm very proud to be on this show.
Do me a favor. When you write a letter, consult me first before anything has to be published.
Why would you write a letter to a group that has a problem with this show, then?
Yeah.
What's that?
Why do you write to people who have a problem with the show?
Because they asked me to write a letter.
They asked you to write a letter. But why do you have to? Why can't you just write about how happy you are in your job? Why do you have
What
to?
is it? Read the rest of the letter.
No,
the whole
excuse
letter
me.
is about how happy.
Why is the sentence?
I think there's a line in there that says that how great you guys are.
It doesn't matter. Why would you write a line that says, I don't know whether Adelphi is embarrassed by my job or...
Howard,
why don't you know?
I don't know why you would support them.
Howard,
don't be tongue-in-cheek when it comes to my career.
I can do whatever I want.
No, you can't. Don't work for me. Don't work for me. I am very serious. It's the same as when, remember I told you to stop giving interviews to newspapers?
Right.
This is an interview to a newspaper, whether you know it or not. No one specifically asked you a question. But when you open your mouth, you say silly things.
Okay.
You're childish.
Okay.
I don't know whether this is a source of pride or... Adelphi University is sitting in judgment of me. This has nothing to do with you. This has to do with me.
Okay.
You're writing about me. You're writing about where you work.
Boss, I apologize.
Thank you.
Now, why don't you read the line where I talked about how great it is to work with you guys?
Yeah, we read that. After I couldn't get past the you don't know whether it's a source of a pride or embarrassment. My own guy is writing. He doesn't know.
How about the part about what a family it is and how
Guarantee you, Gary, it's a source of pride for them because there's not too many people who graduate Adelphi University and even go into communications. There's not too many people willing to hire the peckerheads that graduate from Adelphi.
There is one other famous guy.
Yeah, who's that?
Al Trautwig, and he hates you.
Thank you.
Do you know who he is?
No.
He does sports.
I don't even ever heard of him, so he's going to be that big.
He does the Yankee games. He's the guy that was trashing you because you said something about those Cleveland players.
Yeah, good. He knows a lot. A Delphi graduate. He must have an IQ of, 12? Delphi.
It's force.
Yeah. I know another guy from Adelphi, Al Tratwig. He hates you.
Another famous guy, boy.
Yeah. He hates you.
And he really hates you.
Right.
What'd you say, Jackie?
Luigi Spindler owns the pizza parlor.
Yeah. Didn't he graduate at Delphi? Luigi Spindler.
That's got to be one of Jackie's friends. That's got to be one of Jackie's buddies.
It's funny. Very funny line.
Hey, Luigi, what?
That's the difference where it came from.
Made it up, Bo.
There you go. There's a guy with a mind.
And Luigi is the name that goes with Delabate.
Luigi Delabate.
Whoops, that was an accident.
No, please do me a favor. Don't get on your computer anymore and write. If you're going to get on a computer, I got plenty of work for you to do. There's still work looming that you need to do.
I've been doing
Maybe
it.
his letters should have to be approved.
Of course. He's writing to a publication about his job and about me.
Is anybody proofreading Robin's book?
I trust her.
You trust? You don't?
I don't trust you.
I don't trust her. That's the problem.
No.
Usually she'll say good things about me. I'm worried. I'm afraid there's a whole chapter on me.
But don't flatter yourself. Was there a chapter on him?
So far, I've mentioned him once.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so don't flatter
No,
yourself.
that's fine. That's fine.
He thinks he played a big part in the Robin Quivers story.
That's what the book is about when he was doing his lecture.
She got two parents that take up 3 books. You think she got time to write about you?
Yeah, I can't even get them all into one book.
Yeah, she has to write a sequel.
Yeah, the difference is we're still talking to her.
Right.
Well, it's questionable, huh, Jack?
But do me a favor. Don't sit on your computer and write about me. Write about you. I don't mind if you write about you, but don't write my name. Don't write about me. And believe me, let me tell you something,
we're
Gary.
intertwined. It's impossible for
If it
me
was
to
a
not
source
write
of
about
embarrassment, if it was a source of embarrassment for them, it's of
Howard,
little concern to me.
It's impossible for me to write about me without writing about you. We're like intertwined.
Wrong answer.
What would I
am
say?
not, because if you left tomorrow, my career would still continue.
But that's true. That's absolutely
So
true.
I am telling
But
you
this is
now,
what I
as
do
part
now.
of your job.
So what should I say? This is what I do for a living. I can't tell you.
What I do for a
Read
living
that
now,
resume
I produce a radio program. That's all.
Oh, don't say which
Don't
one.
mention my name, and don't talk about whether it's embarrassing to the university or. I happen to think what I do for a living is pretty damn special.
And so do I.
Good. So don't write whether you're not sure. If Adelphi wants to come out and write a letter about that they're embarrassed by the Howard Stern show, fine. I haven't seen any official documentation about that.
Read that resume again, Hugh. He puts in the letter.
Okay.
Oh, you know, Howard puts that paper down. You make him pick it up. And you wonder why I want to hammer you. You know, you see what's going on. You're cracking up.
I wasn't sure if it was still interesting. Robin keeps me on track. Dear Adelphi, I am sure that I am a source of embarrassment to the human and close to human race.
I was this close.
I have a job, but it's a secret.
Every minute that this goes on, Robin, I'm timing.
Now it's my fault.
It's now all your fault.
That's it. Guy just had a baby. It's like.
I was slapping him back into reality.
I have to say, working on the Howard Stern show has been an incredibly interesting experience. I think the best thing about my job is that it is always different, a new experience every day. In the course of producing the show, I have had the opportunity to work on a nationally syndicated television show, segment producer, help out a #1 bestseller book, private parts, and perform in a variety of live shows. In fact, our New Year's Eve special broke the record for the biggest non-sports event. I guess that's why Adelphi's embarrassed.
Embarrassed, yes.
Because-
It could be a great source of embarrassment.
Yeah.
Too much success.
But the thing I love the most is that I work with a great bunch of professionals who are fun to be with. They are more like a family than co-workers. Yeah, right. And they make getting up at the crack of dawn almost worth it. On the personal front, I will be married 2 years this July. My lovely wife, Mary.
I don't even know what that is.
I make a goof on the air and say my lovely wife, so now he's me. My lovely wife, Mary,
Oh, wait
is
a
a
second.
graphic
You're
artist.
going to patent that, boss?
My
She
lovely,
proofread this.
yeah, my lovely wife, Mary, is a source of embarrassment to Adelphi. His
I don't
lovely
know
wife,
if
Mary.
This is a source of embarrassment, but I have a lovely wife.
Yeah. So her credit is that she's lovely.
You are an embarrassment.
I'm an embarrassment. So treat me like your wife, because I guarantee you, man, the day I dump you, your wife's dumping you.
I do treat you like my
have
wife.
Trust me.
a lovely boss.
Yeah, I have a great boss. That's all. I don't see anything about being embarrassed to marry.
I said the whole thing. I said, what a great
I don't know if there's a source of embarrassment, my wife, Mary, but to Adelphi, I'm the only source of embarrassment to Adelphi.
Yeah, you are the scourge of the earth.
Yeah.
But lovely Mary.
You're more afraid to write about your wife than you are about me, but I guarantee you that's going to change in 11 months. Watch the changes in your life. Watch the changes in a lot of people's
In
lives.
11 months, I won't be afraid of you at all.
In 11 months, you're going to be a free man. We're going to watch what happens to you and your lovely wife. My lovely wife, Mary, is a graphic artist, and we're expecting a child in November.
Personal front.
Well,
my front teeth are so big, I have to clean them with a shoe brush.
Right. I do morning. What is this? I do morning at 4:15 a.m. It's bad.
I get up every morning?
Where are you?
You gotta help me out with that. I do.
I don't know.
Yeah, I got kind of garbled. I do morning at 4:15 a.m.
Isn't that when you get up?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what he's saying.
It's been a long time since I've been back to the old campus. I try to stay in touch with as many people as I can.
This was ridiculous. The hellos.
Yeah. I saw Steve Jones, 83,
Hi, Steve.
at the Nirvana concert last summer.
Wow.
I write to MJ Welling, 81, whenever I get the chance.
Good friend, just spoke to her last week.
Hey, MJ, what does the M stand for?
Mary.
Hey,
What
Mary
does the J
Jane.
stand for?
Jane.
Mary Jane.
Hey, Mary Jane.
What do? You guys, your pen pals? You and MJ?
Yeah, she writes these letters to all of her friends that are just big long form letters that are like 6 pages long.
And then
Oh.
he addresses them to each one.
And then
Yeah.
you get to write back on your computer, so it gives you a use for your computer again.
Yes,
You can write back to MJ. Peck out another letter.
It's a lot
He's
better than
sitting around
handwriting.
Writing a form letter.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
boy.
Gary has time to type out letters to each of his friends. No time to do his work
She's
around
more
here.
busy than Mr. Delabate on a #1 show.
Yeah.
Let me write a letter to
Let me tell you
MJ.
something. Despite the energies of Mr. Delabate, I get this #1 show out cranked every day. But it ain't easy to crank it out with little help.
And of course,
Mr. Delabate's objections.
I get the chance, and of course, it's always a pleasure to talk with Jeff Filippi, 81, who seems to be doing very well over at USA Network.
called me yesterday. Heard his name on the air.
A special
Then why
hello.
do you need to mention him in this letter?
I don't know. It's a stupid letter.
Of course it's a stupid
It's a
letter.
meaningless letter.
It's an 8-page newspaper.
A special hello to Louise Leonard and B. Wolf. I have so many other things you could be working on. It just kills me. Yeah.
I was just a guy's 81.
1981.
No.
1981.
1981.
Class number.
Duh. Take your mechanical engineering degree and figure it out.
Said 81.
Yeah.
That's the class of 81,
Well,
Jackie.
maybe that was the last famous person.
A special hello to Louise Leonard and B. Wolf,
Fine ladies.
who are always glad to hear my voice when I call.
Hi, B.
Gary Delabate, 83.
I guess that is worth mentioning.
Yeah, you know what it is? He wants to be big man on campus.
Yeah, he is the president of the university now.
But now he's busy throwing his... Believe me, he wouldn't be writing this letter if he was a garbage man,
Oh, no.
like the rest of his family.
He'd still be
Today, I
struggling.
picked up 2 cans with one hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Next week, I get my stick with a little point on it.
Yeah. He's busy writing, but he doesn't know whether his job's a source of embarrassment. Meanwhile, the whole damn school is like, oh, my God, he gets to work on the Howard Stern show. But he doesn't
Look
know
at
if that's
where he goes, look at
Yeah.
what he does, look at who he's met.
Actually, my
He doesn't know if it's a source of pride or embarrassment. Think about it. You think about whether it's a source of pride or embarrassment.
I know it's a source of pride for me.
Right. So
Well,
don't...
then just
And that's
say
all that counts.
Yeah. Do you know whether your wife is a source of pride or embarrassment to the school? Do you know for a fact?
Do you care?
They don't know anything
Do
about
you
her.
care what they think?
Do I care
Do
what
you care what the school thinks about your wife?
No.
Then don't care about what they think about me.
Okay.
That's my point.
All right.
That's all. He's worried what they think.
Hello.
I'm wondering what you think of Howard.
I owe you
Why
8
don't
minutes, Quiver.
Fax me your opinion.
I owe you
I'm
8
not
minutes.
sure what you think of my boss.
Could you please write an article on this so I'll know if I'm a source of pride or embarrassment? My boss.
Now, let me talk to you about all the other things we
Do
can
me a favor, don't write any letters in public about me
I
without my
won't.
approval.
Okay.
Okay? Because I don't trust you.
Okay, now let me talk to you about all the other things we could be doing today.
Good. Let me take a break, and then you'll tell me.
Well, we're going to... All right.
All right. I have many things, as you can see. I haven't sat around waiting
It's
around.
nice to see he's raring to go.
Oh.
You know, back after a few days off.
I have verification on a story about one of our employees.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Some gossip.
It sounds like you have some good stuff. At least he's been working on this.
Excellent.
That's right.
Excellent.
He's
Did
my
you
eyes and
miss
ears.
him in the last
Yes,
couple of days?
absolutely.
Did you?
I
Yes,
did, too.
absolutely.
I did.
You were missed. Show ran better than it ever ran, but I missed you.
And I have to tell you, I have some interesting gossip also about Miss Howard Stern. I got to tell you off the air.
She was here yesterday.
I
Told
know.
us all.
I heard the whole thing.
Oh,
and
see.
there's
I have
more?
gossip that passes that.
Oh, well. Certainly you've shown your worth here this morning. I got a half hour reading your letter, and now you're back. Wait till I tell you what's going to go on here next week. I haven't even sprung that on you.
Really?
You know about that, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's this going to be? Something big?
I don't know whether to tell you in advance or surprise you with it or what. You are gonna love this, Miss
Really?
Quivers. Oh, yeah.
The interest factor is 10 and the cringe factor is 10.
Yeah.
Oh, you got my vote. Let's do it.
Well, it's going to happen. It's just a question of whether I tell you about it ahead of time or not.
Well, I
haven't told Jackie and Fred either.
Actually,
can't
you and
imagine
I,
what this is.
you and
You and I are the only ones that know.
Yeah.
Will it be
Are
a
you
source
meeting?
of pride or embarrassment?
Thank you, Gary Puppet. That's it'll be a source of pride and embarrassment.
And will MJ know about it?
MJ and
B. Wolf.
B. Wolf.
And what about Luigi?
Hey, why don't you send us some special hellos this morning, Gary?
Hello.
Hello, B. Wolf.
Hi,
Hey,
Jeff.
B. Wolf.
Hi, Jeff Filippi.
Jeff Filippi. They call him Filippi because he flips out. And he hears his name.
Oh,
So is this somebody who's coming in?
yes. Yes. Dear New York Post, Howard sucks. I must go now. Signed, Gary Delabate, 83.
Figure it out yourself.
Hey, Jeff Filippi, when will you be getting back to campus? I hope to see you there.
I
Can I ask
understand
a
you're
question?
doing quite well at the USA Network.
This is a letter in the school paper, so people can write editorials.
No.
rebut the letter and everything?
It's not.
So
the
they
school
can stay in
paper.
touch.
It's an alumni paper. There's nobody writes letters, to respond or anything.
This is an alumni paper.
Right.
Jackie. It's a very important paper. I see. It's very hard to understand.
Yeah,
Have you
but
got-
now he's published at least.
Yeah.
If you guys don't stop, I'm going to eat this whole box of chocolate.
That Apple computer really getting a workout.
You have another thing to put on your resume. He's published.
Yeah. All that. You know what? They ought to do one of those ads like they do for computers that says, "What does Gary Delabate keep on his power book?" Letters to Adelphi.
Yeah. Hello, Jeff Filippi.
And games.
And Mary Jane.
And letters to Beatrice and Mary Jane.
B. Wolf.
B. Wolf. And of course, his game Prince of Persia.
And Prince of
right.
Persia 2.
Right.
Which I've already cracked.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
I cracked that one in a
Did
month.
you crack it?
Yes, I did.
You already saved the Prince, really?
Oh, that was in the summer.
Wow. Good for you.
Now I'm thinking about going to Mist.
I don't know what that is.
Mist is yet
That's
another.
that brand new game?
Well, it's not brand new, but Mist is like this really insane game.
But
But
make me nauseous.
I appreciate that.
That's some letter to Adelphi.
Weren't we about to take a break?
Yeah, I got to take a break.
This lingers on way too long.
Yeah.
It's an incredible letter. I mean,
It
the
is.
only letter that tops it is one of Jackie's resignations.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
hard.
where's
I sent that to Michigan State.
Yeah, right. At least you sent that just to the management. I mean, at least you didn't publish.
It wasn't intended to be published.
Right.
Just the fact that
But it was just as stupid nonetheless.
Yeah, that's. We can type it on a computer.
One person or a million people. That was a dumb letter.
I'm still here. I got to get back to the campus.
I might have sent a letter to a million people who it
least
doesn't matter whether they read it, but you sent it to
Gary,
one. You sent it to one person that it
Keep
was
digging.
way important for it to be stupid to.
Keep digging.
So important he slipped it to us.
At least it was work related.
Well, in a sense.
You're right into college.
Yeah, but at least I don't have my manager wife signing my letters.
That's true too. I guess it's a standoff. Standoff in
Yeah.
stupidity.
She didn't sign it.
All right, let's take a break,
A2, Joe K.
and we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words. We have proud Papa
Papa Booey's
Papa
back.
Booey, of
Papa
course.
Booey.
Congratulations, even though you did nothing.
Papa
Yeah,
Booey.
somebody walked up to me this morning. It's just really funny. Somebody goes, "Hey man, good work,"
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, "What did I do?"
9 months ago, you did something.
Even then, it's like you don't have control over it.
He would
Right.
have done it anyway.
Yeah.
Retarded people can do this.
Yeah, there's nothing to be too proud of.
No, it really isn't.
Yeah. That's the damn problem. Retarded people can do it.
Yeah.
The one thing they can figure out to do is have a baby.
Doesn't take any sense at all.
Mm-hmm. But you're not. Adelphi is. Are they proud or embarrassed of the baby?
They don't know about it yet. I'm going to have to take a poll.
Write a letter and answer. I don't know if you'll have a source of pride or embarrassment for Jackson Delabate. So did your parents go up there and they carrying on and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And my mother-in-law's staying with us for a week.
Oh, how's that?
Great.
It's great in the beginning.
No, my mother-in-law's really cool. She doesn't. She really is. She doesn't. You don't even know she's there.
We'll see.
One of these days.
You'll cry.
It'll hit you.
No, but you need her, right? Because you don't have a baby nurse.
No.
Baby
Big mistake. I'm telling you.
Why didn't you do that, Papa?
The first kid we had, everyone said get a baby nurse, and I said, no, we don't need it. We want to be alone with the baby. We want to get into. Man, is that a mistake not to get one of those?
I was surprised to find out like what a bohemian my wife is. She's sort of
really?
and she didn't want one.
No,
I suggested it.
I'll bet you $10 billion on the
another
second
one,
one.
yeah.
That's going to
Right.
change.
I said I married the only woman in the world who doesn't want a nurse.
No, my wife was the same way. And let me tell you something, boy, that tune changed quickly. Because wait till you see her a year from now. That's going to age her 10 years, that first baby. I'm telling you. That stomach's going to be flopping over those panties for a while.
Oh,
and I got news for you.
Yeah.
She's going to be
The
worn
baby
out.
nurse makes that better, the stomach?
Yeah, right.
She's going to have no time for any romance. You know when I get laid once a week.
Well, you want to know? Would you like to know now?
Yeah.
Can I now tell you when the last time I had sex?
Yeah, I could. I bet you 6
Well, yeah,
months.
your wife was pretty pregnant.
Yeah.
I think it was the end of July.
All right, what month is this?
Whoa,
August,
this is
September,
November.
October. It's been like 3.5 months, but it seems like 12.
Yeah, she's been masturbating,
You've
right?
never gone this long, have
Yeah.
you?
I don't even care who's in the house.
Yeah. You don't care where you
in the
are.
baby's room.
And it's not a source of fraud or embezzlement either.
And that's another weird thing.
Sorry,
Like having kids downstairs and you have to go upstairs and masturbate, that is the weirdest feeling in the world. Last night I'm hearing my wife yelling at the kids. The 3 kids are running around, and I'm upstairs thinking about Miss Howard Stern.
How do you pull that?
It's a weird thing,
You
man.
get over it, I suppose.
It's a weird thing.
Jackson, what are you doing home from school so early?
Hey, I'm trying to watch my new Playboy video.
Jeez, I got Ginger Lynn on the TV. Oh,
That's
well.
a weird thing, man. And you got to disassociate yourself from the fact that there's 3, little kids down there with your wife.
They don't ever break in on you in the middle, do they?
No, everyone's very, very respectful of it.
Oh, that's good.
It's a very private time.
Pops at it again.
Leave
Yeah.
Daddy alone. He's busy.
Yeah, that's just a weird thing.
But your wife knows, right?
No, I never
doesn't?
said no. Of course not.
Does
You don't
your
even
wife?
Oh, yeah.
She does really.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Now that's a source of embarrassment.
That is. Do you admit it to your wife, Jake?
Dear Delphi.
No, not in so many words.
Oh,
not like,
boy.
hey, just
Wait-
got
wait a
done.
second.
According to me and my wife in
hold
private, excuse me. According to me and my wife in private, when she asks me, "Is it really true?" I go, "Allison, I'm so exhausted. I don't have time to do that."
I'm not going to get into it too deeply because
Then don't.
it's too dirty. But Jackie
Mm-hmm.
has committed that act while his wife is asleep in bed. How
Yeah,
Right,
but
he's
she doesn't
telling
know.
her.
I mean, he's got balls.
I would never do that.
Me neither. I wouldn't either, but his wife doesn't know. His wife sleeps like a log. She's got nothing on her mind.
Farts and
Exactly.
snores
She
and-
farts and snores all night.
When she's not making bull winders.
He must want her to find out.
No, he doesn't care as much.
Not that big a deal, but you don't just walk up and say, hey, guess
It's a big
what?
deal with my
No,
wife.
you just do it
My
when
wife
you
would
butt
think
to
it was.
butt.
My wife would think it's the end of our marriage or something because I do that.
It
But I,
really amazes me that she still doesn't know.
listen. Let's just say
It's
that
healthy.
this keeps my marriage alive
It's healthy to
by
talk about.
having the pretense that I don't do this.
Because she swears to me, one day we were on the phone talking about this,
Right.
and she says to me, Robin, he swears to me in private he doesn't.
That's right.
And I said,
And
all
I will
I can
continue
tell
to.
you,
She would-
Allison, is what he says on
She
the
would think
radio.
that was wasted lovemaking, like you could have been doing her.
Yeah, but she even says, "I don't understand. So why don't you do it to me instead of you know?"
If you're really horny.
Because I don't want to do it to you. I want to go upstairs with Miss Howard Stern in my mind.
You have a
5
date.
minutes.
Yeah, I have a date. I'm excited about my date. I gotta go get myself clean. I shower before I go to bed, so I be clean for my date.
I got to pick her up and fun.
Get ready for
It's a hell of a life.
you know what?
I never predicted that I would have women throwing themselves at
Howard,
me.
where are you going with those flowers?
God really, I know that I'm being paid back for something in my life.
Well, you know what else it is, too?
What?
When you do that thing, by yourself?
Yes.
It's sort of like going to the express checkout. It's like, you don't have to spend a lot of time.
It's true. It's true.
It's just like, 5 items or less.
See, my wife doesn't understand that.
It's maximum pleasure, minimum investment.
See, my wife doesn't understand that. Like, yeah, she could come upstairs, get a little. She uses a little of that hand cream, and she could do the whole thing for me. But it's a whole process. You gotta lay there. I'm
But
done.
you
If she
gotta-
says,
gotta talking into
you gotta
it, right?
pay
Yeah.
attention to the other person in the room.
and she's, what about me? What are you gonna do for me? Should I get the vibrator? And it's like, oh, it's just like.
I could go to sleep.
Yeah, just shut up. I got it. This is medicinal at this point.
Just in this.
Right. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're way behind. I got to take a
Yeah,
break.
we were supposed to take a break a long time ago.
Well, that's because Baba Booey's back. I had a lot to say. I had a lot on my mind. I haven't seen him for a while. All right. I was going to come by the hospital and see you with the baby, but I was like, what the hell? That's stupid.
Yeah, and I mean,
What am I
they're
gonna say?
busy.
Yeah.
It's, family time.
Yeah, I figured you know.
I mean, not a lot of people came by, and it was sort of cool. It gave us a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, nobody really likes you. Hey, Fred, did you go? You were going to go.
No, I was going to go, but you kind of talked me out of it.
That wasn't hard.
No,
No, Fred was going to go over. I was with Fred on Saturday.
because he said to me, it's like, no, I think you should just kind of like let it go.
No. I didn't
What you
say
meant
that.
was,
I was on.
You meant that you would cause a disruption if you went.
Yeah. Fred, no one cares. But but no, it was Saturday, and I said to Fred, hey, you going to go over and see Gary? And he said, yeah. I don't, he always says, yeah, I might.
He might do everything.
Like yesterday, I had to go to a screening of a movie. So I said, hey, Fred, we were together late. And I said, you want to come over with me? He goes, I'm just going to clean up. Yeah, I'll meet you over there. And he never shows up.
It took me a lot longer than I thought. So by the time I got there, the movie would have been half over.
We're working on something. We're working on the...
and he had to clean?
I had to do some dishes, Robin.
Yeah, he had to clean my dishes. Anyway, so...
And it was a pride of source and embarrassment.
I don't feel like taking a break. I just have a lot to talk about. So,
but we should take a break.
All right. Okay.
Well, the thing is, the Fred wasn't going anyway.
No, that's not true, Robin. But that's...
Yeah, I did something really cool yesterday. You would love this. I'll tell you when I get back. All right, we'll be back right after this.